I was just doing a part swap over. I'm doing a cylinder head replacement on a badly overheated 98 Ford Escort. There's the head from the junkyard that's going to be going on it. I've already had it resurfaced and everything like that. It's been checked. Everything is okay except for a little moisture, rust and stuff like that from sitting in the junkyard. But nice, clean, usable head. Now, this is the one that came off of the car that overheated. It had a really bad erosion right there in number 4 cylinder. But it had 2 seeping freeze plugs, but nothing really major, and this thing ran out of water like quickly. But sort of going into the Chevrolet territory, it has these molded gaskets on the intake. This has the lower end, or the main plenum there, and then this guy here with the little throttle butterflies to change between 2 different ports for low end torque and stuff like that. But I was taking this thing apart and I just kind of slid it back together so you can see how it comes apart. But I took off this gasket here, and it's another molded gasket. But this center guy right here is a block off for coolant, and you can see this whole side is missing into the number 3 cylinder port, the intake port. So that was leaking coolant at some rate from this blocked off coolant passage, which I just checked it, and it runs right out of the coolant passage down here and stuff like that on the bottom of my head with some brake clean. But it was running directly into the intake port. Now I assume that these can do this at, anywhere from a seepage to all of a sudden it blows out or whatever. But something to look out for if you're ever trying to diagnose a mysterious coolant leak on one of these things, or a coolant loss, is a blown intake gasket, kind of like a GM.